Hey guys, I just wanted to start this video off telling you something I noticed yesterday. Yesterday I posted this video here. Is BlackRock closer to an XRP ETF? Did Charlie Kirk own XRP? And I know some of you guys in the comment section were like, oh, it's too soon. This is in bad taste, etc., etc. So I decided to take the video down. I was getting all these comments, and I get it. It's a tough time for for everybody right now for many different reasons. So I took it down. And yeah, I mean, maybe I shouldn't have put his face on the thumbnail or something like that, but I did feel like the information in the video was still relevant because Charlie Kirk was such an important figure, and because of his connections to the White House, all the things that have happened. If you put that aside, I think it is still important to understand who he was, the fact that he was bullish on crypto. It was originally this King Karen tweet that I posted in the video, in the body of the video, and so I thought to myself, I'm going to re-upload the video, but I'm going to change the thumbnail, and I'm going to add some more context later on in this video, just to kind of show you more of where I was going with this. I did not want it to be like a clickbaity title or anything like that, but luckily today I did see more confirmation, and I'm going to edit this video a little bit just to add a little bit more to it, so you guys can maybe understand where I was originally going with this. So without further ado, here we go. Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. This from All In Crypto here. Here is the MoneyGram CEO Alexander Holmes on why they chose to partner with Stellar and why XLM was actually a better fit than XRP. For those of you guys who've been in the space for a while, you know that Ripple did partner up with MoneyGram. I think it was back in 2019. That partnership dissolved after the lawsuit. I don't think we actually got an official reason for why the partnership dissolved, but here's Alex Holmes going on the record explaining just that. Listen to this.
With Ripple. Ripple was co-founded by Jeb McCaleb, who went on to found Stellar. So I wonder why did you feel Stellar is a better fit than Ripple?
The Ripple product was very, very different, right? We were doing a lot of back end, foreign exchange trading cross border. I think, as we've said, many times, the process and the technology worked, and we had a great experience with Ripple. They tend to focus on a lot of the back end pieces. They're obviously focused quite a bit on cross border funds flow through RippleNet. With the changes and the challenge that the SEC put forward, it was very difficult for us to continue in that relationship based on the way that was structured, and so we both agreed to move on. The partnership here with Stellar is very, very different. It's much more focused on the front end consumer and the ability to interoperate between fiat and the stable coin. So a very partnership. Stellar approached us with the idea. We thought it was a great one. Again, MoneyGram wants to be very proactive and very progressive in innovation and pushing forward across blockchain. And thinking about how we can bridge between the two different worlds. So we're excited about it, and I think it's a great partnership.
So as of today, it looks as though Stellar is a better fit for MoneyGram, and that's fine. I mean, it was a time when we know the SEC really kind of screwed Ripple for a lot of reasons. Let's bring up the Bitstamp chart here, and that, of course, created this uncertainty in the market for XRP. We did see this big drawdown for XRP at the time. This is when the lawsuit was initially announced here. XRP did try to climb back up. I mean, we were in the midst of a bull market, but we really couldn't get up as high as we thought we should have gotten up to at that point in time. I mean, from different videos I've done on price prediction models, we did assume that here we shouldn't have had this decline that resulted in a 346% increase for XRP back in 2021, and if we had gone up even higher, 346% roughly in here, guys, that would have brought us up to $8.67 in the last bull run. So could you imagine if that were the case? Check that out. This could have brought us up to the 2.618 on the fib, pretty much pinpointing that level. But we didn't get it. I mean, we saw a different trajectory. It's okay, though. Guys, we're moving forward, and we're seeing more developments like FortStock. This is new to me, just coming out from Ripple Van Winkle here. They just used the XRP Ledger's new MPT standard to unlock trillions of idle inventory. So I happen to see this. The XRP Ledger blog gives us some insight on how this works. So how XRP Ledger's MPT standard helps FortStock unlock trillions of idle inventory. So you can learn how it is using the XRP Ledger's multi-purpose token standard to turn idle warehouse inventory into usable collateral. Global trade moves over $25 trillion in goods every year, and containers across oceans fill warehouses and wait silently at distribution centers, yet much of this physical inventory remains frozen in financial terms, unleveraged, undocumented in capital markets, and untapped as collateral. The reality is more than a quirk of trading logistics. It creates a multi-trillion-dollar inefficiency. And so why is MPT the missing link between physical assets and on-chain finance? To bring real-world assets like warehouse receipts on-chain to on-chain finance, a token must do more than simply represent ownership. It needs to function as a true digital contract with its rules and data deeply integrated at the ledger level. Capturing the complexity of a regulated financial instrument has been the primary challenge, bridging physical collateral with digital liquidity. And even RippleX did come out explaining in a tweet thread here how FortStock is doing that. So they're using the XRP Ledger's multi-purpose token standard to turn this idle inventory into liquidity. FortStock is turning warehouse receipts into programmable financial assets. In order to bridge physical goods, digital finance, FortStock needs more than tokenization. So this is how this works. Okay, it embeds legally relevant metadata directly on chain. It captures the full life cycle of an asset, so issuance, collateralization, and settlement. No reliance on complex external contracts either. FortStock tested it earlier this month. FortStock minted a warehouse receipt, MPT, on the XRP Ledger DevNet. So they issued tokens with detailed memo fields, transferred it to creditor wallets, so collateral pledge, and burned it on return to close the life cycle. This unlocks more than digital documentation. It unlocks liquidity. So tokenized warehouse receipts can now connect on-chain liquidity like the RLUSD. Borrowers, so real-time financing based on inventory, not credit history. Lenders, transparent tokens backed by physical goods. And so the result is businesses in emerging markets close the trade finance gap. And the XRP Ledger provides the compliance-first, fee-efficient rails to scale globally. Well, what's next for FortStock? You guys can read up about it there. I will link this in the description of the video. FortStock hopes to expand MPT use to debt instruments, loan tranches, performance tokens, partnering with real warehouses and regulated lenders. So guys, this is an example of how we're going to see some real world utility purposed on the XRP Ledger. So they're building programmable finance on real assets. So this is not speculation, guys. It is happening one warehouse at a time. So an interesting tweet thread here from the RippleX dev community. Wanted to thank Ripple Van Winkle and of course RippleX and All in Crypto for posting those. Interesting, very interesting. XRP ETFs are now officially trading on DTCC. So XRP being that valuable digital asset, one of the ones that I have a feeling these big institutions already know is going to transform the financial framework of the world. And so they're ready. They're prepared to invest in XRP before the layperson. I mean, once everything is said and done, I think it's going to be too late. And, the price of XRP could get up so high, in fact, that, the average mom and pop won't be able to get in. Luckily for us, we do hold XRP already, and maybe we want to hold some for the long term. How I'm treating this bull run is very different than other bull runs. And you can follow me and just what I'm doing. I'm not giving financial advice over there at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel, but I'm just demonstrating, I'm showing everybody what I'm doing. So completely transparent over there at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Going to be posting my sell targets for many different cryptocurrencies, including XRP and Bitcoin, Solana, VeChain, Algorand, some other ones too. But check this out from Chad Steingraber. Apparently, the first official XRP ETF is now on DTCC for clearing. And guys, that is the Canary XRP ETF. They're also doing an HBAR one and Fidelity's Solana ETF as well. So here's the scoop. DTC lists new ETFs, including Solana, HBAR, and XRP. This is just, I guess, a Binance blog post just describing that. We don't have more information than that, but that is the official snapshot there. Of course, it is getting bigger and bigger. As per David Stryzewski, we've heard of him before. I profiled him in a couple of videos I've done over the years. I'll see if I can find one, and I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner. Digital asset by commenting, we are exiting the speculative phase and entering the utility phase. Now, again, how quickly, though? Yes, we are. This is 100% true. But how quickly is this going to happen? The quiet part is now being said out loud. Brad Garlinghouse said it for years, and the XRP army has locked in. Listen to this.
Yeah, no, I am a fan of Bitcoin. I think it's going to rally. You know, it's a real asset. It is going to have real value in the future. The challenge is it doesn't transact. It doesn't solve the real world problems. There's other blockchain for that, but I think that Bitcoin is positioned well. It's just going to probably cool off for a second as real world applications come out here and new technology.
And I think what we haven't seen yet, that I still think we will eventually see, is a separation of wheat and chaff of, you know, what are the assets? How are these technologies being used to solve real problems that have real demand versus ones, you know, I'll pick on Dogecoin. I don't get it. You know, other than Elon Musk as the central actor, you know, I don't see the use case and the purpose. And I'm sure I'll get lots of shit for saying that Dogecoin's not, but, you know, oh well.
Well, I remember that from the World Economic Forum platform. Brad Garlinghouse commenting on the real world utility of certain crypto assets, while other ones are just meme coins, basically. So David Stryzewski and Brad Garlinghouse commenting on the same. We know when BlackRock plans to tokenize ETFs following their blockbuster Bitcoin ETF, something is in the air. The world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, is planning to tokenize exchange-traded funds following the success of Bitcoin, and Bloomberg did just report this yesterday. So BlackRock currently is planning this. Sources familiar with the matter told the publication that the Wall Street giant is exploring ways to make ETFs available as tokens on a blockchain. The firm is working towards tokenizing ETFs tied to real-world assets like stocks. So the tokenization of everything, this should not be a surprise, although now they are confirming it. Larry Fink has always been bullish on this, so it is no surprise to me. In simple words, tokenization refers to the process of using blockchain tech to convert real-world assets like stocks, U.S. treasuries, real estate, etc., into a tokenized version of that. And if BlackRock goes through with the plan, it means its ETFs, which trade only during limited hours on weekdays, will be available 24/7 and probably 365 days a year. So BlackRock, guys, now officially confirming this. It is interesting because it was recently noted that BlackRock is going to be making an appearance at Ripple's Swell event. I talked about this the other day, and this is Maxwell Stein. He's going to be the representative over there at Swell this year. This session will bring together leaders from BlackRock and Moody's to discuss the transformation or transformative influence of tokenized assets on the landscape of capital markets. And some are suggesting that this is, well, I mean, it's just speculation right now, but some are suggesting that this could mean that BlackRock's XRP ETF is coming very soon. What happens generally is we see partnerships, we see speakers over there at Swell that seemingly have no connection to Ripple, and then we eventually find out that they are they have formed a partnership with Ripple behind the scenes, and it is then revealed at Swell. Even back in January of this year, BlackRock backed treasuries did arrive on the XRP ledger, so we already see history of this. Ripple is revolutionizing finance by launching U.S. tokenized treasuries, and this, guys, was backed by BlackRock's liquidity fund on the XRP ledger. So are you excited about that? I also wanted to bring this up. Rest in peace, Mr. Charlie Kirk. My condolences go out to your family. I don't usually touch on this kind of news on the channel, but I did think this was relevant, though. King Karen did post this. Wait, hold on. Was Charlie Kirk an investor in XRP? I just wanted you guys to listen to this clip very carefully here.
Oh, I've never seen you talk about crypto. Yeah, very pro crypto. You got some Bitcoin? I actually have better stuff than that. I am a significant investor in the plumbing of how crypto is made. Really? So I won't say any more than that.
The plumbing of how crypto is made. Now, did he mean a blockchain company? Did he mean Ripple? Did he mean the plumbing of the financial system? And maybe he misspoke. But really, guys, it's the plumbing. It's not Bitcoin. Now, when you think about the plumbing, guys, Arthur Britto, XRP is the hidden plumbing. This courtesy of Riz here. Jungle Inc. did originally post this back on October the 9th, 2024. Guys, remember, Arthur Britto did talk about XRP being the plumbing. I think a lot of the people get hung up on XRP. For the most part, I expect the majority of people who use the Ripple payment network to be able to ignore XRP. This has been the this has been what XRP has always been about. This is what the creators always wanted it to be. It just wanted to be something that worked in the back end, that we didn't have to actually think about it. XRP will just be the hidden plumbing. So there you have it, the hidden plumbing. Something else that Charlie Kirk did mention in that clip. I think this King Karen clip does point it out. I'm a significant investor in the plumbing. So thanks to Riz and Jungle Inc. and King Karen for posting those. And I mean, hey, he probably had insider knowledge at that time. I mean, the man was very well connected. Again, rest in peace. we have to make sure, guys, we keep our eye on the prize. It's all about making sure we do not fumble this one. Let's not round trip our crypto. And for more information on how I see the market going, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. And if you guys are interested in the swag, the merch, I got all kinds of great stuff over there at the Working Money Channel merch store. The link is in the description of the video if you guys are interested in, I don't know, maybe supporting the channel in a different way. That's just my opinion. But I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.